Good afternoon. Hello, Satan. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Let's go ahead and take down the starting soon screen and start. So yeah, it's Saturday in space. We're going to do some Kerbal Space Program. And we've got some new stuff to work with today. We last week unlocked some new technology, including some rocket engines and some big wheels. And the reason we wanted those wheels specifically is that we have a dragster, and the chances are we're not going to drive it today. A viewer, King Kung, redeemed a Kerbal rescue a while back. Kerbal Spacey Kerman. Let's take a look. The astronaut. Yep, Captain. That's right. He gave him a rank, Captain Kerbal Spacey Kerman. So we decided that in that stream that Captain Kerbal is a stunt driver, and so he is going to drive a dragster. Hopefully we'll do that today, but if not, we'll wait for King Kung. So let's take a real quick look at it, though. I can't resist. And Satan, you're here early, right on time, and so you get a quick sneak peek of the dragster. This is it right here. So the main thing we were waiting for, Raider, welcome. It's been a while. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. First, yep, you are the official first. And Satan says, "Oh, nice. I'm working on my mini game, then work in an hour." Ooh, you make good mini games. What is this mini game? But yeah, this is the dragster, and it will be test driven by Captain Kerbal Spacey Kerman. Once we have King Kung here, who redeemed that Kerbal, I'm gonna let him be here to witness the first test try. But here's a little teaser, and hilariously, this spoiler here only makes a difference on Kerbin. So if we take this anywhere without an atmosphere, like the moon or Minmus, spoiler doesn't do anything. No air resistance at all. And in fact, this thing goes real fast there. And in testing, I kept running into an issue where I would get into escape velocity immediately on Minmus. So as soon as these Sepratron solid rocket motors would stop firing, lift off of the surface. So these are dual purpose. They are not only a simulation of the engine and the exhaust, but they actually hold the thing down onto the ground, which is absolutely crucial. The wheels don't actually do much other than add stability. This is the actual engine, but this thing is fast and dangerous, and we're going to risk Captain Kerbal Spacey Kerman's life when King Kung is here to witness it. Satan says it's a dungeon crawler item searching game with different exchange stations, and the only way up and down is to use chorus fruit on certain platforms. That sounds really fun. Are you doing it on Still Alive SMP? So yeah, that is our dragster. So let's head back out. Yep. Oh, nice. Maybe I'll show up one day just to play your game. I miss hanging out with you guys there. So yeah, research and development. This was our major achievement last week. We finally got enough funding to spend 1.7 million pesos on upgrading the research and development facility, which meant that we could finally research in this 550 point tier and this 1000 point tier. And so what we got was very heavy rocketry, which gives us a variety of very nice heavy-duty engines, which we will be using today. And then we went with advanced motors. We probably realistically could have gone with some better technology for our career, but specifically we wanted these big Rovemax Model XL3 wheels, specifically so that we could go and do this dragster. This was the technology that was holding us back from actually driving the thing, because I was able to do it in my test save, but not here until we could do this. But yeah, we still need to be working on the science. We spent all of our points just about. We're down to 35. But now this opens up some really good opportunities to upgrade our ships. In particular, let's go and take a look at our rescue vehicle. So I don't have a very specific plan today. didn't have the time to really come up with one, so we're just going to basically wing it. The only thing on the agenda is tentative, and that is the stunt driving. Take a sip of my drink there. All right, let's take a look at our engines. I believe it's the Cheetah engine I have on the rescue vehicle. Actually, no, it isn't. It isn't even the Cheetah engine. We've got some ancient technology. We have swivels. And if we look at this, it's got a decent specific impulse for vacuum performance. So this is basically a number that determines the efficiency of the engine, how much delta V it can give to your vehicle for the amount of fuel you have. So assuming that you have two engines that weigh exactly the same and to burn fuel at the exact same rate, produce the exact same amount of thrust, if one of them has a higher specific impulse, you will get more delta V if you use that engine. So these are decent, and they give us 215 kilonewtons of thrust apiece, and we have 6 of them on our rescue ship. We have some new stuff though. Let's see, what specifically is new? The Vector is new. It is a lot more expensive. It is actually slightly less efficient, but here is the difference that might make this a viable option. This does the same amount of thrust as about 4.5 of the swivels right here. So 4 of these would weigh 6 tons. So we can get the same amount of thrust, slightly less efficiency in the fuel, with one engine that weighs a little bit less. And so that could make up a lot of the efficiency with some simplicity. We have some of these big heavy lift booster motors, which will be very handy. Let's see, what else is brand new? I think the Wolfhound is new. Now this one is really good. 380 as opposed to the 320 that we had for the swivel. The difference is we look at the specific impulse in an atmosphere and it's only 70. This thing is optimized for vacuum performance. Absolutely awful in atmosphere. We only get 69.079 kilonewtons of thrust on the surface of Kerbal, whereas in orbit, 375 kilonewtons. It's also pretty heavy though. So we have some options there. Bobcat I think is new as well. It's not terribly efficient, but it's got a decent thrust. So basically it's got twice the thrust of the swivel. And I believe Rhino is new as well. That's a nice heavy powerful lifter. And the Mastodon is also new. This is another big heavy lifter. 1.3 meganewtons of force. So these are good booster rocket engines. This is the Wolfhound is only useful for an upper stage. Vector is very nicely balanced for basically everything. This is modeled after the Space Shuttle main engines. So, and this one is definitely for lifting something. So yeah, it's got 4 meganewtons of thrust. It's a big guy too. Let's for scale, let's put the Mark 1 command pod. That's the one-person command pod. That's a big engine. So no, we're not going to be doing that for the rescue craft. Let's take a look. And I might already have a little bit of an upgrade set up for this thing. I need to organize this a little bit. Rescue 3. Yeah, that's using the swivel. So let's take it off of the launcher. And the ship alone currently costs $41,000. A drawback of these new engines is that they are very expensive. Okay, so here we have fully fueled, we have 2.7 kilometers per second of thrust. Let's just do a test, and I have these set separately because otherwise the symmetry was doing some weird things. So yeah, remember 2.7 kilometers per second of thrust, and let's see if we get any sort of a benefit. Does the Cheetah fit if we go there? Yes, it does. And the Cheetah, okay, it's more efficient, but has half of the thrust. So this is, yeah, we would get more delta V out of this, but we would be doing longer burns. Let's just see what this looks like when we put all 6 engines on. There we go. Okay, yeah, that gives us 600 meters per second more. And it's actually a little bit cheaper, so that actually might be worth doing. Look at those huge engine bells. So one thing for efficiency in a vacuum is that you want a very large engine bell. In theory, you'd get even more thrust if you, or more efficiency if you continued the engine bell, because that constrains the plume so that more of the energy is pushing straight down or straight out rather than being wasted by going off to the sides. In an atmosphere, the atmosphere pushes back, and so it provides a little bit of that. And in fact, if your bell is too big, the atmosphere will start pushing up into there, and you lose some efficiency there. And they call that flow separation. And you can see it a little bit on the launch pad if you watch some of the space shuttle launch videos, especially in slow motion, which are very fascinating to watch. So that is an option. That gives us 600 extra meters per second. Let's see if any of these others actually even fit. My thought is that we're probably going to want to do a full redesign, and I don't know if I'll do that on stream or not. I know I do most of my designing off stream, and part of that's because it takes a very long time, but I wonder sometimes if you guys are more interested in actually seeing me do that. Let's see. Yeah, that fits oddly there, but we can probably move it. Yeah, if I did all my designing on stream, we wouldn't be anywhere close to where we are in our progression. But it might be worth doing anyway. Alright, so this gives twice the, yeah, this is not worth doing. So this won't give us a benefit over the swivel engine. What else do we have? We've got the Wolfhound. Yeah, look at that giant engine bell. Let's compare that to the swivel. Look at the difference there. It's a huge difference. That is a giant engine bell, and yeah, that's part of why you don't get any efficiency on the surface, is because the atmosphere just pushes up into there and makes it very ineffective as an engine. It fits bare though. All right, let's compare these again. So swivel gives us 215 kilonewtons. This gives us 375. Much higher efficiency, also much heavier. What if we did 3 of these? Okay, giving 3 of these is more expensive, and I think because of the weight, we don't get nearly the benefit. So basically, these are most useful if you use only one of them and for a smaller ship than this. So what we might want to do is actually send 6 Cheetah engines up into orbit and have them installed by one of our engineers. What if we take this off and did just one of them though? Yeah, that gives us 1.2 kilometers per second extra delta V. Our thrust is much lower though, so that is the trade-off. Our burns would be very long. So yeah, I think what's going to be necessary is a redesign, and we'll come up with a new rescue vehicle. And I am very open. I don't want to call the next one just Rescue 4. It's pretty boring. I've been trying to brainstorm a cool backronym for, I don't know, pig or hog or bear or something. But I'm not coming up with anything particularly good. I know that Pro Kitman came up with the backronym for the Piglet rover, which we have one on the moon and one on Minmus now. And that was very clever. If anyone has ideas, I am very open to listening to them. That huge guy. Yeah. But in the meantime, these are a worthwhile addition to our existing rescue craft, so we can do that in orbit. In fact, we've been able to do that already, but we just haven't. I'm just double checking these. Yeah, that weighs 9 tons, gives 2 meganewtons of thrust, Has decent efficiency in vacuum, though. More efficiency. Just out of curiosity, just for fun. This is probably a terrible idea. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and because it's so heavy, we only get less than 200 meters per second benefit from that. It is a benefit, though. So, yeah, that thing is absolutely huge. And we would always be running it on extremely low thrust, because otherwise we'd be pulling almost 10 Gs. I don't think our Kerbals would appreciate that. So let's go ahead and come out of here for now. Not save that. We were just doing some experimentation, a little bit of inside to the design process there. Sipping my drink, and let's take a look at our contract. Okay, we have a rescue one available. Rescue Lulorf Kerman from Orbit of Kerbin. So let's go ahead and accept that. We're accepting all of those that we find. But here are our active contracts. I haven't brought Kefri Bezos home yet, so we still need to do that. We have various rescues. Build a new orbital station around Kerbin. I'm very interested in doing this one. We might do that today. Science data from space around Duna. Hopefully we'll get that soon. From space around Moho, I'm very sad about this one because both our Moho probe and our Dres probe disappeared. So I decided not to hack in a fix to that. We're going to say that they were eaten by the Kraken. I think the issue is the Flight Manager for Recoverable Stages mod. I'm not sure if it's user error. I'm pretty sure I'm using it correctly. I've learned from a mistake using that, but I think that is messing with some of the missions that we are using it for landing our booster. So we might not land more boosters in the near future, unfortunately. Build a new surface outpost on Minmus. Pays an absolute ton of money, so this actually might be the one to do next. Detect 3 comets with a Sentinel infrared telescope. We launched our Sentinel telescope last week, and it is in orbit, and at some point it will discover a telescope and it'll discover a comet and tell us about it. Not sure when that will be. And another recovery mission, and this one we've really done. We keep talking about this. We really have come back from orbit of Minmus. We just haven't done it in the same ship that orbited Minmus, so it doesn't technically count. So let's start with the orbital station. Where is that? Here we go. So here's what we want. We want to add a science module to the Arcadia station. And if we have it be a technically separate station first, and then fulfill this contract, then we can dock it, and it can be a permanent part of Arcadia station. So it needs an antenna, a docking port, and the ability to generate power. So it needs either a solar panel or a fuel cell or a radioactive generator on it. We must fully assemble it before launch, which will be easier now that we have our big heavy launch engines. It must support at least 7 Kerbals, have a mobile processing lab, 1,000 units of monopropellant, and that's it. And then we just have to take it into orbit of Kerbin and leave it there. So let's design our science module. I'm gonna open my non-boozaholic beverage now for pure hydration. There we go. And this is still here because it just remembered what we were doing before we left. Let's click on new. And let's do, we need to start with a pod. So let's do the Probodobodyne Hex pod. I'm down to where it's put it. There we go. Let's actually move it upwards just a little bit, give us some room to work below it. And let's pull up the contract parameters. So it needs to support 7 Kerbals or more and have a mobile processing lab. So let's put on the mobile processing lab. That's this here, which has a crew capacity of 2. So this does 2 of our 7 Kerbals. And I think it would look cool if we had 2 of these. So let's do that. Let's put 2 of them together like that. So there already we can support 4 Kerbals, so we need to be able to hold 3 more Kerbals. Let's go into utility. This carries 4. Let's put this in between. And that satisfies the requirement of a crew capacity of at least 7 Kerbals. Hilariously, the science module has more and bigger windows than the actual crew module. So yeah, if you're in here, you get gypped. So I guess this is a sleeping quarters for our scientists. That's what that's going to be. All right, what else do we need? We need to be able to hold 1,000 units of monopropellant. I don't know if any of these parts actually hold any already. Nope, they don't. Electric charge is all. Docking port is something that we need both for the requirements for the contract and in order to connect it to our existing station. Let's go ahead and on snapping, there we go. And clip that right there. That'll be good. Alright, so docking port, I think that those carry a little bit of monopropellant. Let's see how much. Nope, doesn't look like it. I think maybe it's the, oh, this does. Nope, I'm wrong, it doesn't. Is it the inline? Maybe not. Interesting. I thought one of them did carry some monopropellant, but it appears that they do not, which is fine. So, fuel tanks. Let's go down to these monopropellant tanks down here. We need 1,000 units. This carries 20, so that's a lot. Let's put on. We can cheat. We can cheat at this. It's not real cheating, but what we can do. We want a docking port on the other side anyway. So let's put it there. Let's make this a monopropellant resupply mission at the same time. We'll dock the monopropellant to it, and then later we can get rid of it. So here we go. Fuel tanks. That carries 750, that carries 400. Yeah, let's put 2 of these on. It's more than we need for the contract, but having this there is a good idea. So we have a 16-ton vessel now. That's pretty big. We really want that much monopropellant then. 3 of these would do 1,200. 2 of these does 1,500. Let's see. That doesn't really save a lot of mass. Yeah, let's go with the more monopropellant. It's not like we don't need it, so we do end up needing a lot of this stuff. All right, and let's put another docking port on the bottom. We'll maneuver this thing into place using our space forklift. That is what it is for after all. All right, so what else do we need? Okay, so we can support at least 7 Kerbals. We can support 8. We have the mobile processing lab times 2. We have 1,500 units of monopropellant. And so we have docking ports. We need to be able to generate power and put on an antenna. So let's do the antennas. We don't need anything fancy. We just need to satisfy the requirements of the contract. So where do we want to put this? Let's put 4 of these on. Just like that. Nah, I don't actually care enough about this actually being able to send a signal, so we'll just put 1 on, and we're going to put it down here, and we'll get rid of that as well when we are done. In fact, we're going to want to dispose of this. Let's put some Separatron engines on it. put 8 of those on there. Like that. So when we're done with this, we can detach it, move it away from the station with the space forklift, point it retrograde, and then let go and fire these engines. In fact, oh, okay. Okay, that's tricky. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Take this off. And we're gonna put this here. We're gonna attach this directly to this, the probe core. That way we have the control when we're ready to actually fire these off, to point it the way we want to and trigger those. And that means that we're gonna put this on top. Just as far as we're assembling this, it doesn't matter at all as far as how this gets attached to the station. We're still going to attach the space forklift right here, and then we'll attach that docking node to the station itself. All right, so that is antenna, that is docking ports. Now we need to be able to generate power, so we need solar panels. And let's also put those on the disposable part of the craft. Let's just do 4 of these, like that. That looks kind of cool right there with those guys. All right. So yeah, this is the plan. We're going to launch this all as one. We're going to take it up and park it next to Arcadia Station. We're going to wait until the contract is fulfilled, as in maintain stability in orbit for 10 seconds. And then we're going to dock this port to the bottom of Arcadia Station. And then we're going to use the monopropellant in here to refuel the tanks already there. If there's some left over, then we'll just leave this there for a while. And then once these are depleted, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to use the space forklift to detach it, take it a safe distance from the station, fire up these engines while pointing retrograde, and hopefully that's enough to get this thing to fall back into orbit. In fact, what is our 98 meters per second delta V with those? It's not a lot. I think we need more. I think we need more of these. Let's see if we can line these up properly. Not with snapping on, that's for sure. There we go. All right, 188 meters per second. Yeah, if nothing else, it'll put it in a really low orbit, so we'll see. We can give it a little bit of a push with the space forklift. All right, but yeah, that really does look cool, I have to admit. All right, there will be also more Delta V once these are empty, I just realized. Let's see how much. We empty this. Oh yeah, that'll be enough. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Let's see. What is a good backronym for this though? So yeah, I'm terrible at this, so yeah, help is very much appreciated. So anytime anyone comes up with one of those, send me an idea. In fact, I'm going to do something that I always forget to do. Let's see. Yep, that works. So if you're not following me on Twitter, and I think all of you are, who are here and have Twitter, that's a really good place to send me an idea for this, and that isn't just plugging my Twitter. That really is a, this is a, if you have an idea, I'd love to hear it, and that's where I can hear it. So yeah, let's make a launch vehicle for this, because we're not going to be using the absurdly expensive Callisto heavy launch vehicle. It's too expensive, and I don't really want to trust the Flight Manager for Recoverable Stages mod anymore, at least not without more testing. So we're going to use what just happened. Where did it go? It's still there. Did it clip through a wall? Is it, let's see. Let's use the Hangar Extender, which I don't think I've even shown on here. It's just disappeared. That was strange. Let's do undo. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Keep that highlighted. Arcadia Science Module. That's what we'll call it for now. And let's save. What is going on? This is weird. This game just really glitched out on me in a way I've never seen before. Huh. What happens if we go to the launch pad? Nothing. Well, how odd. Alright, if I... Well, that's real frustrating. Alright, let's leave. I can't. Uh-oh. Alright, well, this is a pretty bad glitch. Alright, yeah, I can't control anything here. Guys, I'm gonna have to be right back. Let's go to, I'm gonna take the, starting soon off and go to this, and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna restart the game, and hopefully we still have our ship. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. So now let's see, did any of that get saved? If it did not, I think we can really quickly put it back together, pretty much the way it was. Let's find out. That's one of the oddest ones I've ever seen in this game. I've never had that actually happen to me in the editor like that. I've had other issues where I couldn't, interact with anything, but I've never seen an entire ship just disappear. And I don't think we have it anymore. Rip. Oh, rip, rip, rip. All right. Well, let's speed build this then. So what we want to start with is the hex. And then on the bottom of that, we want to put 2 of the big RCS fuel tanks. We can clip this just a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to feel like it's cheaty. And we want coupling. We want the Clampotron docking port on top. And one on bottom. And then another one attached to that. So now we need solar panels on the outside of this. We're going to do 4 of them, just like that. We want an antenna, just one. Okay, so docking port, antenna can generate power. 1,000 units of RCS fuel, excellent. We had solid rocket motors to push it home. Let's do that again. It's a little bit weird. Not perfectly separate, is it? That's all right. Okay, now we need to clip these just a bit, and they need to be rotated the other way around. There we go. Local, clip it in. Come on, out just a bit. There we go. And turn them the right way around. And let's get these to line up a little bit better. Pretty close, actually. There we go. And that will do for that. There we go. Now we had a mobile processing lab ×2, and we had a hitchhiker storage container ×1. And then we had another of these right here on the bottom. Okay, so let's just double check that this actually meets the requirements. So, units of monopropellant, yes. Mobile processing lab, yes. And at least 7 Kerbals. Generate power, docking port, and antenna. Okay, cool. Because we had already gone through the process before, it wasn't too bad to do it again, just from scratch. And let's see. Arcadia Science Module. And save. There we go. It is saved. We have it right there. Perfect. Just for fun, let's put some lights on it real quick. Some dome lights. These are cool. And let's just rotate them, angle them out just a little bit. And let's give them a little bit of a hue. Let's go for a kind of a green color. Kind of my Dan Bear Pig brand is kind of a green. There we go. Even though we're going with the red of the Terran Empire here. All right, and save again. There we go. So now our launch vehicle, and we're gonna go pretty. Did you see that? What the heck? Huh. Absolutely bizarre. Let's carry it by that this time. Okay, and it didn't disappear. Very, very strange. I've never seen that. I know I keep saying that, but no, I have never seen that. Very odd and a little bit frustrating. All right, docking port here for attaching it to our launch vehicle. We want, first we want a payload fairing. So let's go with this big one here. And let's protect the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not crazy, right? You guys saw that? Twice? There we go. And that's a nice shaped fairing. Go silver as usual. Clamshell deploy is on. Let's go with 4 sides and let's go all the way up with the ejection force. We want this thing definitely to clear the rest of the rocket. So now, fuel tanks. Let's see, how big are our fuel tanks? Not big enough for this guy. Yeah, we're gonna be unlocking bigger fuel tanks soon, hopefully. Do we have anything that will fit on there as an adapter? Don't think we do. Yeah, let's use a different fairing actually. 0.5 meter fairing. That means we're gonna need to flare it out just a little bit, which is okay. All right, and silver, clamshell deploy, 4 sides, and 1,000 ejection force. We want this thing to really get out of here. Get out of the way. Save. I'm gonna just constantly save this thing. All right, fuel tanks. Let's give it a decent sized upper stage, and let's use one of our brand new engines. Wolfhound. Look how big that thing is. Jeez. All right. Yep, that's good, and that's 1,800 meters per second. For that upper stage, which is really good. Coupling, we want TD25 decoupler. And fuel tanks. The big one. In fact, let's do 2 of the big one. And what engine do we want on the bottom? Use something new. I don't think we have anything that actually fits on that yet. That thing is massive. Let's see, the Rhino and the Mastodon. Try the Rhino. Oh, that one's also way too big. So let's try the Mastodon. There we go. That's a good looking engine. All right, this gives us plenty of delta V to get us where we want it to go. But it doesn't give us a lot of lift off of the pad. So maybe what we want to do is refactor this just a little bit. Put a bigger engine up here, and a bigger fuel tank rather. We don't even need that. We can stick with that. And let's put a let's go a little bit smaller down here. Yeah, we still have plenty, but that gives us a significant amount more lift off of the pad, which is very good. All right, and now we want to go to structural. Let's get our launch clamps. 4 will be pretty good. And this is going to be, I think, a night launch. So let's put some spotlights on. Zoom in here so we can see what we're doing. Let's put it on this side here. Will it even go? No. So out like this. We're gonna go over. then we're going to rotate them. And turn them on. All right, I think that is going to be pretty good. And one more thing, let's put some cameras on here. Let's put one right, I think we want it right here, actually. Yeah. And let's put a camera inside the fairing to look at this thing. I think that'll be good. All right, and save. Double check our staging. Last thing you want to do before you launch. That looks good, that looks good, and that looks good. Let's give it just a little bit of aerodynamic stability as well. Just a bit. And one final save. Okay, I think this is ready to go. 46,000 spaceos, that is not bad at all. And first thing we check on the pad, we're going to check whether this really satisfies the mission requirements. And let's check our crew, see if anyone is hitchhiking. They are not. So, yeah, we don't want to put anyone on this right now. We have not tested this, so we can take people up later. And we have plenty of crew that we can start putting more permanently on the space station. So yeah, let's go ahead and launch this thing. Yeah, we're 45 minutes in. We haven't had a launch yet. I mean, we've had one game become unresponsive, not quite a crash, and then the bug showing up again, but not quite so bad. Rough. All right. Check our camera placement. That is inside the fairing, completely dark, but we can see stuff going on overhead. And there's our view. Yeah, I think this is the right place to have put the camera. All right, let's turn on our flight recorder. We don't want FMRS. All right, altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Throttle is up, stability assist is on. And I believe that we are go for launch. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. The Arcadia Science module headed to orbit. Didn't check this. All right, yeah, it does satisfy all the requirements. Our vehicle is pitching downrange. Is looking nominal. We're not being very aggressive on our ascent profile here because of the lower thrust to weight ratio. But we are aiming for 60-degree pitch by the time we hit Mach 1, which is right now. Our vehicle is supersonic. And that's just kind of an arbitrary number that I've picked that seems to work pretty well. Supreme Doom, welcome. How am I doing? I am doing great. We had some technical difficulties. Oh, we've passed maximum aerodynamic pressure as well. Had to relaunch the game because some weirdness happened in our vehicle assembly building, but we were able to catch back up to our progress, and we are launching a science module to our space station. Yes, it took a BRB. All right, and we have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. Let's go ahead and choose the station as our target. You've been lurking. Nice. Good to have you here, Supreme Doom. I'm glad I was able to stick around in Kit String long enough, excuse me, words, long enough for him to discover the poop. A bit caught up in shooting the bull, if you will. Yes, exactly. Oh, man. Good stuff. I heard that you discovered it last night. Just messing around on the server. It got so much better. I have to watch the kid. Okay. Yeah, I do. I will definitely watch Kit's VOD. In fact, I'm going to shout him out here. We got a few people here. Actually, if you don't mind, shout out Pro Kitman, Supreme Doom. That would be amazing. Discovered last night. I was on edge till I discovered what it was. You were on edge wondering what the April Fool's joke would be? Is that what? That's amazing. All right, we're looking for... Let's take a look at where we are relative to the station, actually. The station is well ahead of us, so yeah, we want to get a higher orbit, actually. Yeah, we've got enough Delta V. We're going to go for a... Oh, do we have enough Delta V? We lost a lot to gravity. Yeah, you never know. So yeah, he and I came up with that together, actually. Oh, let's separate the fairing. There we go. I don't believe that Delta V readout. We got more fuel than that. I kept saying, what am I looking for? Ship's like, what do you mean? I said, it's April Fool's. You asked me if I was going to play today. I know there's something. GG, guys. It's hilarious. I'm glad you liked it. I was very pleased with it. Okay. Yeah, it's very dark. Hopefully it's not too dark on the stream. Let's see. If I put it here, you can see the silhouette of the rocket. The Wiki man says, poop is priceless. Can I even imitate it? Poop. The poop. So, those of you watching this and not Pro Kitman's First Craft stream, for April Fools, we decided, Shipwreck V27 and I decided that all the farm animals should poop. He's need to even poop in his cow farm. Shipwreck's gonna have a lot of poop in his wool farm. There is so much in his shulker boxes. So yes, the cows, the sheep, the horses, and the pigs all at random times, 2 minutes apart, they drop poop. He's neck deep. That's amazing. All right, let's time warp to Apoapsis. And with the fairing separated, we should be able to maintain electric charge, although it is night, so we're going to need to burn the engines to maintain electric charge. There we go. Yeah, I said your prank is pranking yourself. Well, I did the actual, like, hands-on of it. And where I went to make the command blocks that make it all happen, I saw Shipwreck's sheep farm on the way down, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get a lot more than wool. All right, we have a stable orbit. Kid is pulling over half a stack of poop per loader. Oh, GG. Let's see. I think I'm still lurking in his stream. Hold on. Let's spy on him for just a minute.
Well, come down here and compost it for me.
Composter.
Sure loaders are gonna be messed up.
Oh, yep. He's putting poop. He's putting poop in.
Right
Doing that, chat.
Okay, that's amazing. Yep, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that VOD. Hadn't thought of it until later. It's hilarious. Nice. Okay. Oh boy. I'm getting distracted. I blame Supreme Doom. Certainly doesn't have anything to do with me and putting poop on the server. All right, so that's our target. Let's raise our periapsis. Just our apoapsis, and let's. Okay, yeah, here we have some encounters. Let's pin those. Where's the other one? It's this one here. Okay. We said his meat will be contaminated with E. coli. I told him to sell it to Costco. Okay, but so I was watching Alpen Glow Up. No worries, Supreme Doom. I was watching Alpen Glow Up yesterday, and she had been pranked by Rustic Dragon with an entire double chest of cookies, which the poop is renamed cocoa beans with lore that says it smells really bad. And so I was thinking, oh no, did he log on, find all the poop, and then craft cookies out of it? And I was very disappointed to find out that no, he traded for all those cookies with villagers. No organic cocoa beans in those cookies, as Alpen Glow Up put it. I was very amused anyway. All right, let's raise the other side of our orbit until we get a really good approach to our station. And hopefully we have more Delta V than that is claiming. Let's see. Position. That's our intersect. Let's time warp to there. Yeah, I laughed very hard at her description of organic cocoa beans. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have our intersect here. All right, let's yeah, I think with that low a thrust to weight ratio, we actually wasted a lot. That's not bad. Kidman said, "Ship, I'm gonna need you to turn down the poop output." I'm not sure Shipwreck knows quite exactly what to do with it. He was instrumental in the idea, but I'll fully admit that I made it happen. All right, let's warp a few orbits and see if we can get this thing to intercept our station. Okay, here's another orbit. And another one, and I think this is going to give us an approach of about 200 kilometers. No. Okay. I usually don't find poop funny, but I was in tears watching for... Well, having to deal with that in real life would not be very funny, so part of what makes it funny is that it's just in Minecraft, so no big deal. Okay, 277. Okay, so coming 3 orbits around brought this around a couple hundred kilometers closer. So I think if I go, let's add a maneuver just to simulate a few orbits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we go 6 more orbits, we'll actually get within 20 kilometers of the station, which is fantastic. All right, I'm gonna be okay with that. So let's do a few more orbits. See, and he was so adamant that Rustic was planting the poop. Well, Rustic Dragon did a different prank, but I know exactly why he thought that, because Rustic Dragon was flying over him, dropping stuff on him. He blamed Rustic for at least 20 to 30 minutes. He was still blaming Rustic Dragon when I went into lurk mode. That's amazing. So basically, I got Rustic Dragon too. All right, 132 kilometers. Okay, so we need 3 more orbits. In fact, if I do a maneuver at the ascending node, put it 3 more orbits, then we can do a minor adjustment here. So if we go anti-normal, that gets us within 3 kilometers, and it's only 38 meters per second burn, and that's in 2 hours and 31 minutes. Okay. All right, let's do that maneuver. I think we will be fine doing that. Let's see. Supreme Doom says he walked out into the forest finding poop. That's right, all the forest animals are gonna be pooping too. That's amazing, and I was so confused as to how Rusty knew exactly where you would be going to pre-plant the poop before he got there. Oh no, more spoilers, I'll let you watch. That's amazing. I hadn't even considered that. That's so good. I was just like, I mean, he loves his weather, and it's fascinating. He does a good job explaining the weather, but I have to admit, while he was doing his weather forecast, I'm like, oh, please get to your sheep farm before I have to lurk, because I want to see you discover the poop. I had just enough time for him to first discover the poop. It was great. Yes, I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD, maybe make some clips. Share them from the First Craft Twitter account. Thank you, Supreme Doom. I am so happy about this. So I dropped the references, yes. He thought I meant mutton because I said that a sheep farm produces more than wool. He's like, oh yeah, mutton. Well, yes, it does produce mutton. That's true. I want to make clips, but I was too wrapped up in the entire thing. Yes. Well, that's perfect, because I'll go watch the VOD, and I'll make some clips, and I'll share them for sure. That's great. Oh, you saw me say manure in the chat. Nice. All right, here we are coming up on the maneuver. And we're gonna need to probably burn the engines a little bit to make this maneuver, because we don't have the electric charge to use the tiny reaction wheels long enough. Yeah, just you telling him how his farm works, yes. Very productive farm. Very, very productive. All right, we're doing our plane change maneuver, and this will get us a significantly better approach to the space station. If we can just get there and match orbits, that will be enough, and we can do the actual docking with the space forklift as was planned. All right, there we go, and our approach is 4.8 kilometers. Poop cookies for everyone. All right, I have to make cookies with the poop in my base, because yeah, I'm getting pooped on too. I have one single cow. But it's doing it. All right. Okay, we're gonna be on the day side once we get there, so we will have solar power. That's good. In the meantime, batteries will deplete themselves, but then they will recharge. Yep, there they go, recharged. And let's go to target reference, and I'm gonna do the physics mode of warp, because this is going to be painfully slow to reorient this craft. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be laughing about that for a while. That's perfect. And of course, Up and Glow Up assumed, when she discovered the poop, assumed that it was just shipwreck, because everyone assumes if anything shenanigansy happens on the server, It's got to be shipwreck, right? Spring Doom says, I only have about a stack of poop. If I grow poop, it will just be regular beans, though, right? Yeah, it just works like regular cocoa beans. So they're organic, though. Yeah, I've got about half a stack from one single cow while just doing work in my base. Blame ship, yes. Oh, boy. All right, yeah, here we are coming up on Arcadia Station. Very organic. All right, yeah, we're 33 kilometers away. I believe it's below us, maybe a little bit behind. Or in front, there it is. Yeah, it's in front of us and below. And our retrograde marker is drifting as we move around the planet, and our orientation relative to the station changes. All right, let's slow down to regular speed, and let's see if we can tighten up this approach at all, as well as slow down. Okay, that'll give us a 4-kilometer approach. We have the same amount of delta V as we have relative velocity right now. That's cutting it close. All right, 2.5 kilometers per second, or kilometers at closest approach. Let's make that 2 kilometers. There we go. And we're 13 kilometers away, going about 95 kilometers per second relative velocity. Yeah, this extra meters per second, that is the retro thrusters for just the monopropellant tanks. So yeah, we're cutting it very close here. Go ahead and speed up the game because this is going to take a couple minutes here to catch up to the station. And meanwhile, I'm going to hydrate myself. All right, we're coming in range. We're 4 kilometers away. Three kilometers. Jade Oak, welcome back. Yeah, this is a Rendezvous with a station, indeed. All right, and it's going to get us a lag spike as the station loads into physics range. There we go. And let's full thrust. Let's brake. Come to as close to a relative stop as we can. Then I'll at 10 meters per second. Not ideal, but we can work with it. Let's undock this. And then I will follow up with what this is all about. In fact, we can... Oh, this is... Oh, there are cameras on our docking ports, too. Okay, that's all of the docking ports. Yeah. Okay, let's go here, and let's real quick grab our space forklift. And how much is it fueled? It is fully fueled. Excellent. Undock. And this is what we want. Okay. So what we're doing is fulfilling a contract for a new orbital station that is a science station, and we want it to be a let's see, probes, I think. We're going to then dock it to this station so it can be the science module for our Arcadia science module for our main station. If that were black, it would look like the alien probe from Star Trek 4. Yes, a little bit. That's true. Welcome, Pete Venkman. All right, we need to catch up with this thing, though, and we need to catch up with it quick. Hopefully we've got enough power to make this work. Now I want to watch Star Trek 4. It's a good movie. All right. Let's point away. And let's time warp just a bit until we get close. Yeah, we're going to get within 132 meters of this thing. And I hope that we've got enough juice. If nothing else, we have lots of monopropellant on that thing, and we can use these small monopropellant thrusters. It's not ideal, but it can work. All right, that'll get us to an approach of 45 meters. And it's in shade. Yeah, the sun's on the other side, so we're looking at the shady side of it. So let's go ahead and pass it just a little bit. Actually, right here is pretty good. Yeah, this is a nice, responsive little ship. I love it. Okay, we want to control from here. And let's just pin that for now. Let's go. Yeah, we want to dock with it over here and then attach that docking node to the station. All right, let's change the camera view to locked and aim the camera there. There we go. All right, now we just need to line up the docking ports. We've done this many times. Down and a little bit forward. A little bit to the left. I think that should do it. We have picked it up. Okay. And yeah, it hasn't recalculated our delta V yet, so we now want to control it from here. And let's see, yeah, let's go ahead and aim the camera there as well. I believe we are still unlocked. Okay, so let's turn on the RCS, and we want, yeah, Arcadia Station is our target. Fantastic. And we have drifted another 5 kilometers, so we're 7 kilometers away. All right. Yeah, maneuvering this thing is going to be tricky, but quite doable, I think. Okay, we're tightening our approach. 4 kilometers. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and now it's widening again. That is okay. All right, we want to point retrograde. So look at it from front on. I wasn't laughing at that front on, I was laughing at still the animal poop on Minecraft. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can tighten this up anymore. Not bad. All right, that takes us less than a kilometer from it. And there's our little lag spike while it loads. Not an issue. And we're coming into the night side, so we got a nice lighting on the station right now, but we're going to lose it, of course, in time for the docking, as is tradition. Oh well. All right, 500 meters, 4, 3, 200 meters. That is pretty good. All right, we're gonna head on to the other side of the station, which is the quote-unquote bottom of it, since I'm considering that to be the top. It's not entirely accurate to say that there is not an up and down in space. All right, let's slow down. Yeah, we're going to be doing this at night, unfortunately. Okay, have we completed the contract, though? We might have. Yes, we have. Simply by having this in orbit. So we didn't even need to park it here first. We can just go straight into the docking. We have completed this contract. Yep, that was from rescuing Deer Sage Kerman last time. Yeah, build a new orbital station around Kerbal. We got 22 science points, some reputation, and 150,000 space-O's. I like that. Yeah, we're back up to almost 500,000 space-O's. Very good. So yeah, this mission has paid for itself 3 times over already. Can I spot any of these docking ports yet? Let's point towards this and let's use our maneuvering thrusters. We have rather a lot of monopropellant to work with, so that's good. Question is, can it do what we need to? Are these okay, yeah, it's slowly changing our relative velocity. Let's speed the game up just a little bit. And yeah, we have to do this in the dark, unfortunately. I hate that. All right, let's get this thing closer to the station. That's pretty good. Now let's fire the main engines just a bit. Out of pure impatience. All right, this will get us an approach of 80 meters. Let's tighten that up even more. Yeah, we're just chilling here for a little bit. Okay, now we can see the docking ports. We want to set, come on, this one as our target. Come on. There we go. Set as target. Oops. Did not mean to open the map. Let's point directly at that docking port. We're going to be doing a little bit of an unconventional approach here. We're using a lot of monopropellant, but we brought a lot of monopropellant, so it's okay. There we go. All right, now a careful, slow approach. We got a little bit of light. I think that's from, yeah, that's from these. That's from the spotlights we put on there. Nice. Turn them off, turn them on. There we go. There's a little bit more for you guys to look at. All right, that is looking a lot better. And just by swinging this over this way, we're going to close a little bit of the gap. Without hitting anything. So yeah, I know we were going to put it on the bottom here, but I'm going to need to move those first. So we're going to start by just attaching it on the side, and that will be just fine. It'll be interesting releasing that escape pod, though. All right, we need to wedge this right in here. Yeah, we might be right up against that escape pod. Rather, that derp module. All right. Moment of truth. Will this work? We have a little bit too much angle, I believe. Like I said, unconventional approach here. Oh, look at that. We got a little bit of dawn light. It's early morning golden hour now. All right, can I need to close that gap? But it is not responding very well. Here we go. Let's take control of the station. Control from here. And set this as our target. Okay, and this needs to go to the left. Counterclockwise. There we go. Ulrich's asking why I'm not using the cameras on the docking rings. That's a good question. I hadn't thought of it because in the vanilla game we don't have those. Let's see if I can activate a camera from here. Okay, I can do that. So let's go back to this. And yeah, if I cycle through the cameras, there are just too many of them. So activate camera. Ah, look at that. Brilliant. Thank you, Elric. This is the way I prefer to do it. Now, that had already been just lined up just before I did that, but that confirmed that it was lined up, and now we have our science module attached to the station. I am going to move it. I wanted to get it docked so that it doesn't escape, but these are basically empty now. Yeah, I don't need that cargo either. How are we doing on the monopropellant here? We're doing pretty well. Although I might be able to empty these. Okay, let's use our fuel balancer. And the newest two should be these. Well, two of the newest ones. Maybe. Yeah, these two. Okay. So let's transfer out and see if we can empty those. And if we can, we're going to dispose of this module now. Welcome, by the way, Elric. And yep, those are empty. Excellent. And so are... Oh, no, those are actually reasonably full. Alright, so I'm not going to refuel this. We need to send more fuel up here very soon. We're not going to do that today, but with the new technology we've got, we might be able to do that more reasonably. Also, in the not too distant future, we'll be able to drill for resources on the moon and Minmus. You've been lurking from the start. You and Supreme Doom. Sneaky. Welcome to the chat, at least, then. All right, let's undock. Not shine the sun in everyone's eyes. All right, here we go. And we want to point this retrograde. Okay, perfect. That's not going to be a problem for the station at all. All right, and now undock. Let's back off just a bit. Control from here, and we're going to dock this thing again. Right back to here. And let's do... enable camera. Activate camera. Yeah. That is just too cool. Look at that. Twiglet, welcome. Redeemed Boozinate. Boozination has been achieved. Responsible drink on me. Thank you, Twiglet. All right, let's let's point towards our station. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay, but this is just a really cool view anyway. Let's get a screenshot. This is super legit. I like this. All right. Forget that this isn't part of the vanilla game. I just like this too much. We're doing it. I was gonna save this for the future and install a different docking port camera, but this one has it included, so no need. Hope you're doing great, says Twiglet. Nice to see you streaming. Thank you. I am doing great. And I saw that that you were streaming your hardcore Minecraft world the other day. Unfortunately, that was at 3 a.m. my time. I'm hoping I'm hoping to catch another one of your streams because they are fantastic. Let's see. While we approach, I'm gonna do a shout out for you. Yeah, Twiglet is really chill Minecraft streamer. I always enjoy Twiglet streams. Twiggle T. All right, let's go ahead. Oh. Need to be in the right window. Speed this up just a bit. But yeah, this is legit. Thank you for the suggestion, Elric. This is the right way to go. This is how they legit do this, and it's way easier than it is in game. I mean, there's a lot more that can go wrong in a real docking procedure, but the actual, lining things up and approaching, it's easier to see what's happening, is what I should say. Here we go. And we are docked. All right, let's send this thing to a fiery death. Okay, we have almost a kilometer of Delta V, so let's just do this. Can we not? I'm staging. Let's add a stage, because the staging is broken. There we go. Pulling 20 Gs. And yeah, definitely on a return trajectory here. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, and let's let this thing destroy itself. Okay, I'm going to shout out my moderator, Supreme Doom, as well. Because she is very entertaining. She's done a couple of recent Minecraft streams with a fellow friend, Lena. Lena did it, who is a lot of fun and returning to streaming. And she does crafting streams, which are quite fascinating. A lot of fun to watch. And I know she's not going to shout out herself, so... And boom. That has served its purpose and is now retired. Permanently retired. All right, let's go to the tracking station. Let's bring home... who is it? Kefri Bezos. Actually, that's perfect. Because Twiglet is here. And Twiglet, you are the one who redeemed Kefri Bezos, right? Who named a Kerbal? I think that was you. Lena Did It is a lot of fun. I'm glad she's back streaming. She stopped just after I started, which was unfortunate, but is back. All right, and I believe Kefri is aboard. One of our... you did redeem Kefri. Nice. I think he's already aboard a derp module. Either that or he can be moved to one easily. Okay. Yeah, that one has a little bit of a clearance issue, but it's actually fine. We can make it work. Yep, here's Kefri. Let's transfer crew. There we go. Kefri Bezos Kerman, and we're going to put him just right here in this very nearby derp module. Derp is for Deployable Emergency Return Pod. And that one I did come up with on my own. But yeah, again, if anyone has a good idea for a name, especially for our next iteration of the rescue vehicle, especially if it has it's themed to a bear or a pig, would be particularly good, like the Piglet Rover that Pro Kitman named. I would be very interested in feedback there. All right, let's undock. And here is Kefri, the engineer, aboard his return pod. Get some space here. Let's see what this view is. I'm just having so much fun with that. Oh, that is so cool. Very, very cool. Alright, but now we need to point retrograde and get Kefri home so that he can get back to his jab. We're by Arcadia Station. Speed this up, and we want to go for a periapsis of about 32 kilometers. Just 40. 35. There it is, about 32 kilometers. Excellent. All right, and now let's just bring him back into the atmosphere. Let's turn on the lights. I always forget the lights. We've got blinking emergency lights. Might as well use them. Otherwise, they're just there for no reason. And they blink really fast in time warp. There we go. All right, point retrograde so that the heat shield is forward. Looks like we're going to be landing at night. Of course we're landing at night. Always landing at night. And this is aerodynamically stable, so we can turn off stability assist. Yeah, let's watch this once the reentry effects start with the camera tools. All right, yeah, we are starting to get toasty. All right, let's slow the game down and watch this thing come in. Sonic boom and all. Yeah, this will get us a little bit more money as well, as this will officially complete the contract. I considered him rescued when we plucked him out of orbit and brought him back to the station. But as far as the game's concerned, he's not rescued until he's back on Kerbal, so... Let's see. Let's change the zoom. There we go. And that camera mod is so good. I love it. All right, things are cooling down. We are slowing. We're down in the superior part of the atmosphere, so yeah, we're going pretty slow now. So we're going to speed this up until we can deploy the parachutes at about 2 kilometers of altitude. And we're above the highlands again. We had that happen last time where we actually, not even just the highlands, but we landed in the mountains. But it turned out okay. So we didn't have a big tumble down the mountains, which is good. It looks like the slope where we're coming down is not actually bad. That's good. All right, at 2 kilometers, right now we are deploying our parachutes. And at 1 kilometer, they will fully deploy. Don't want to deploy them all at once or they can tear. There they go. Just coming down nice and gently. Yeah, slope is 7 degrees. I mean, it's not flat underneath us, but it is okay. That's not going to be a problem. All right, we're 800 meters up. $700 meters. I'm going to hydrate myself while we descend here. 600 meters. $500 meters. $400 meters. $300 meters. $200 meters. And 100 meters. Okay, we're about to slow the game back down to real time for the touchdown. 30 meters. Let's just get a Kefri's view here. It's pretty dark, but yep, there's the ground and touchdown. All right, welcome home, Kefri Bezos Kerman. I'll take that money now. A little bit of a stretch. There we go. Okay, yeah, we have over 500,000 Spaceos now. Let's see what contracts are available. Another rescue, nice. Rescue Harzer from orbit of Kerbal. I'll accept that one, and that'll be ready to be renamed if needed. Adjust the orbit of Comsat 1. I don't want to do that. And it doesn't even pay very well, so no, I'm not going to do that. Ferry 4 tourists or destinations. We've been looking at these. Yeah, for what this is offering, the payout is not amazing. It's not terrible, but this is difficult. Orbit around the sun. So basically that just means escape Kerbin's orbit. And then come back. Fly by Duna. Okay. No. Sorry, tourists. You're not paying enough. You're not paying enough for this. No, not gonna happen. Let's see. We are 86 days from our ELU transfer window. I believe about 2 days went by during that mission. So if we go another 8 days, we'll be in our next availability for the launch pad to be refurbished and everything to be ready for a launch. That's just the arbitrary constraint we've put on ourselves here. Yeah, we can't afford any new technology yet. I don't think... Yeah, unfortunately, King Kong is not here, so we're not going to do the stunt driving yet. That will happen in the future. So what we can do, though, is maybe send an upgrade to the rescue vehicle. We were talking earlier about upgrading the engines, and there's a trick to sending this. So let's look again at the engines. The Cheetah engine. So if I look here, cargo part, this part cannot be placed in a storage container, but can be manipulated in EVA construction. So we can have an engineer swap out the engines, replace the swivel engines with the Cheetah engine. But unfortunately, in order to do that, we will have to actually send something up that has these engines attached to it. We can't just have it stored in a cargo part. So what I think we can do here, let's make a new ship, start with a probe core, and if we go here and let's look at our subassemblies, and actually no, let's not look at the subassemblies because I did do a little bit of designing between streams. Let's look at our experimental, yeah, the Arcus medium launch vehicle, our experimental second iteration of this. So this uses a single Mastodon engine instead of the I forget what we were using before. We were using something else. But yeah, this is our new medium launch vehicle, potentially. It has not been tested yet. So, well, it's gone on some simulations. So this is my mass simulator here. What if we take that out, though? And instead, let's go ahead and delete the fairing. And I've already got cameras on this thing. Attach payload here. So if our fairing, let's do interstage nodes. And there's a truss structure that it will build as we do that. And let's see if we can just put some engines in here. And we want it to be the bare variant. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really tall. Let's see. No shroud. I think there's a better way to do this. Let's take these out. And what if we do... I think it's under structural. We've got engine plates, is it? Or is it under coupling for some reason? Yeah, I don't know why it's here, but engine plates. Okay. And the reason I'm doing an engine plate is we can change the number of nodes here. Single node, double node, triple node. Okay. Let's do that. That's weird. Okay. Maybe if I move this one. Yes. There we go. That is a lot more reasonable, I think. And if we put it here and here and no shroud. Oh, gross. What's going on here? Okay. That's better. All right. There we go. Okay, I think this is something that our engineer in orbit can work with. So let's build the fairing again. Yep, 2 sides, clamshell deploy. Perfect. Alright, and we have lots of Delta V with this thing, and it's not very expensive. So, we've got about 10 minutes left in stream. Let's launch this thing. We need to let 8 more days pass. Let's launch this thing up to the station and have an engineer swap out the engines. So we have time to do that. And here we go. Let's go ahead and double check our staging. Don't want those there. Put those in the final stage there. Okay. And these also need to be in a different stage because we are not going to be firing those engines. We do not want to fire those at all. All right. Excellent. All right, that will do it. Let's roll this out to the launch pad, move time forward, and send some upgraded engines. So we'll have more Delta V on this ship, even though we'll have less thrust. So our burns will take a little bit longer, but they will be much more fuel efficient. All right, so we want to move forward until we have 78 days until our ELU transfer window. And this is just our arbitrary minimum of 10 days between launches to make sure that we are moving the clock forward. Because especially in the stage we're getting to in this game, we're going to be we're going to be waiting a long time between events, so we want to make sure that the behind the scenes the clock is moving. All right, here we go. Throttle up, stability assist is on. Let's bring up our flight recorder. Altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. And yeah, let's go to this onboard camera. I really like this view. We also have this one up in the fairing, but here we go. We are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange. It's the inaugural launch of our first test article of the Arcus 2 medium launch vehicle. Carrying fresh engines to be installed in orbit on our all-purpose / rescue vehicle. Vehicle is supersonic. You can see the thrust dipping as we push through that sound barrier right there. And we are at maximum aerodynamic pressure. Everything is looking pretty nominal. I'm very pleased so far with the performance here, and of course it's carrying a lighter load than the mass simulator that I had for my my simulated launches between streams. I'm gonna wait until I've got bigger fuel tanks before making a new heavy launch vehicle, a Callisto 2. And we have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. It's getting a little toasty on the nose there. We're going pretty fast through the upper atmosphere. But once it calms a little bit, we will deploy the fairing. Just about time to do that. Let's go ahead and close the flight recorder. There we go. All right, and fairing separation is confirmed. And we have main engine cutoff. We already have an apoapsis of almost 160 kilometers. We're still in the atmosphere. Yeah, this thing performs so much better than the other one. Amazing what a little engine upgrade can do. All right, so Arcadia Station is our target. So let's go ahead and, let's see, select one. Yeah, let's go ahead and warp to our apoapsis. Coming up in 3 minutes here. All right, and let's start the engine again. And we have a stable orbit. Okay, let's take a look at our intersects here. Yeah, we actually have a little bit of an inclination. We're 3 degrees inclined to our target. which is all right. We can fix that. We got 2.3 kilometers per second delta V to work with. It's more than enough. All right, but it looks like this is going to be our actual approach. All right, 20.5 kilometers. So if we change our inclination, see that's in 33 minutes. That's in 31 minutes. Okay, so our descending node comes right before our intersect. So if we do a correction right there, we'll do just fine. Yeah, we have lots of thrust to weight ratio and lots of delta V. So let's go ahead and warp to about here. That'll give us a little bit of lead time. And this is the notification that we rescued Kefri Bezos. There you go. Thank you for that one, Twiglet. All right, let's point retrograde. Looks like we'll be able to rendezvous with the station and install the first engine before I need to go without going too much over, so I think this will be fine. All right, we're 4.5 minutes away from our intersect. There it is. And we're 2 minutes away from the descending node. Okay. And at the descending node, we'll know we're there because directly under us will be the station in this plane, intersecting this plane. So what we want to do now is look at target. And it's a descending node, so we want to burn normal. Yeah, which is right there. Oh. The computer took over. Whoops. All right, yeah, we're not done fixing our inclination. Here we go. And yep, that is tightening our separation at approach as well, which is excellent. Less than 1 degree. All right, that's about as good as we're gonna get, and that takes us an approach of 800 meters, so that is really good. So that was very successful. All right, let's point retrograde to our target so that we are ready to slow down when we get there. And this is gonna be a very nice approach. Much better than our science module for the station. There it is below and ahead of us. We're going to catch up to it from above. There we go. Eight kilometers away. Maybe we'll even be in the day when we do this, so we'll actually be able to see what's happening. That will be nice. Alright, and we're about to get our lag spike as it loads the station into the physics engine. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't take as long as it used to. Alright. Let's slow it down. And get even closer. that did not quite work out. No worries, though. Alright, we want to point towards the target. There we go. Just like this. Bring the prograde marker right onto the target. There we go. That's too fast. Okay, that was a little bit of a derp. I didn't come out of the warp mode to do that, and so it was very much too sensitive. All right, let's come to a complete stop. This thing is just tumbling, geez. I got a little bit impatient there, I have to admit. Alright, coming out of Time Warp. There we go, now it won't be quite so sensitive. Let's point right at the target and get really close. And of course, now we're passing into the night side. Yeah, that's fully my fault. That gets us an approach of 200 meters. I like that. I'm nervous about the Kraken attacking this thing during EVA construction. We've seen that before, so we're going to be careful about that and possibly even undock the rescue ship before swapping out the engines. We don't want it to be attached to the station and cause a wobble that causes the whole thing to explode. That would not be ideal. Not be normal. Very gentle burn here, bring it very close. Okay, 40 meters. Not bad. It's funny how that jumps when I increment the physics warp. Just the way that it's rendering it. It didn't actually move, it's just rendering it differently. There we go. So strange. Oh, excuse me, but I clicked on stability assist, but it didn't register the click. So we snapped back to orbit inclination, so no worries. We got this. Yeah, there's a lot docked to the station right now. That's actually looking really cool. Alright, we're on stability assist. There we go, no snap. Alright, we're getting in close, and then we're going to kill our relative velocity as best we can. And then we're going to swap out one engine before we end the stream. There we go. All right, let's move over here. And let's see, Raider. Okay, Elric, you are an engineer. And you are here, so let's have you do the swap. Let's undock. And just get a little bit of distance. There we go. All right, there are the engines right over there. So, all right, Elric, we're going to have you go on EVA. And you're going to turn on your helmet light so that we can actually see. And also activate your EVA pack. There we go. Beautiful. And hopefully this works. So yeah, we're in territory that I haven't done much of. Basically all of the EVA construction I've ever done, you guys have seen on these streams. So hopefully this goes, you know, according to plan. In fact, let's not activate that camera yet because we still need to do some of this. There we go. There we go. Alright, and I think if I do this, I go into, no, this. Nope, that just opens inventory. Okay, so there is a hotkey for this, but I'm not sure what it is. It is that, okay. So this here, can I move it? So I would really like to attach this to a new ship. Let's get closer to it. Okay, they're all highlighted, so maybe that means he can move them now. Yes. Okay, that's great. All right, let's... Well, that's irritating. Okay, so these controls now no longer control his EVA. They control the orientation of this engine. Okay. So I might need to maneuver that thing directly over here. But yeah, this is the idea. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it here. Can you really not attach that there? There we go. Yeah, and now I have control over Elric again. All right, let's get his camera view, his helmet cam view. And let's get out of this mode. Yeah, I think what I'm going to need to do is maneuver these right next to each other so that he can move the engine directly from here to, there we go. Get a screenshot of that because that's cool, to the old ship, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm gonna call it there because I need to help with some housework, help with the kids. My wife is very exhausted after a long week of work, and get some food. So yeah, thank you to everyone for joining. This was a really fun stream. Thank you Supreme Doom for recounting the story of Pro Kitman discovering the poop in Minecraft. I'm gonna definitely check out that VOD. Excellent prank. So yeah, let's see, is he still streaming? If he is, we're gonna go right over to him, but I think maybe he's done. No, he's still streaming. Yeah, we're gonna raid Pro Kitman. We're gonna raid him right now. All right, thanks everyone, and I'll be back on Monday for more Minecraft, and Wednesday for who knows what. I haven't decided yet, and next week for more Kerbal Space Program. Let's see, Pro Kitman playing Minecraft. Here we go. He's talking about poop right now. All right, everyone go into this and say Dan Poop Pig, Dan Bear Poop. All right. I'm starting the raid right now, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for joining. This was a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait for the next one where we'll take the upgraded ship for a spin. All right, bye.
I'm not going to ask how it got brown. Well, if this is here and if this is meant to be a community farm. Hey, Dan Bear Pig is raiding in. Hello, Dan. Welcome in, raiders. Thank you so much. Dan Bear Poop.
Dan Bear Poop.
So, Dan, now I understand your pun or your joke in the tweet about wool not being the only thing. Elric, hello, welcome in. Hashtag Dan Bear Poop. I think you know how it got brown. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, lots of brown wool. Also, thank you for the shout out there, Burke. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Here's all of the poop.
Kit, I know what happened.
More poop. What did you do?
I think because nobody was around when they got full, the shulker loaders didn't pop off the shulkers. But the sheep keep pooping.
Oh. So the shulkers need to have been pistoned out? I'm not sure I follow.
Those shulker boxes should have popped off and put new ones, which those are now new ones, or should be.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. There's one full of poop. So yeah, because there wasn't a player around, the redstone didn't fire off. But the entities will keep pooping.
Oh. So redstone requires a player to be nearby, but...
I guess so.
Oh, and you have buttons to do it manually?
Yeah.
That's cool. That actually looks kind of like a copper button. What is that?
That's jungle.
Jungle, okay. I'm just upset we don't have a copper button. Little AFK
and that
spot.
is a lot of poop.
Yeah. This is community farm here. So where do you have a shulker full of poop somewhere?
A what?
A shulker full of poop?
There's many shulkers full of poop.
Oh, I see. Lots of poop here. Oh no. We may never have a copper button. Ugh. That is upsetting. Oh, here's full of poop. This is all poop here. After like 25. Oh,
Well, you never know when that's going to come in handy.
I mean, you've got brown wool and yellow wool. Is this used to soak something up?
Yeah, that's the pee.
The pea sponge. Yeah, I thought you were like a proponent of putting redstone on sponge.
What? Redstone on sponge? I can't afford that.
I think Dan just came on to say poop, and that was it. Oh, I missed a message from Dan. Simulation distance and random tick distance and entity distance. Those... Something like that must control redstone distance. Maybe it's a paper thing. Interesting. Okay. That's getting into the Minecraft stuff that I have yet to begin to learn. Yeah, if this is a whole life...
Now it's clearing up here.
Oh, goodness.
I am going to deliver this poop to you.
To me?
Yeah.
How kind. If we have a community wool farm, then I may just stick with this. If that's the case. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I say that as you're building a wool farm. It's
Uh-huh.
Burke.
Burke has joined. Hello, Burke. Welcome in.
Man, he is quick at building a PC. Feces. He leaves.
Goodness. So what color is this one? It's missing any.
Well, it's not missing. This is not an area you're usually in.
I mean, that one just doesn't have any wool, I mean. Yellow.
Either the light blue or the yellow.
I think it's yellow. BM. Bowel movement? Is that what is that what you said too?
Now you have to log out.
Do I have to log out or something?
No, everyone, like Dan came on, poop, logged out. And then
yes.
Bert came.
I can't really play on this laptop, but I can technically run the game. Oh, well, yeah. There you go. Well, I suppose if you're just here AFK, then you can get the whole thing. Get all the shulkers.
WeWork is not just a company. It's a movement.
We are a way of life.
The future of work looks different.
We stand to lose or gain billions.
It's not sustainable.
We're firing him. Why? Bad energy.
You're crazy. You're going to sink the ship.
You couldn't do this without me.
I built this.
Terribly designed. Gotta jump. Ugh. I fly up it. Oh goodness. Those stairs need some stairs. I agree. Well, very nice. This is a good build. I will say though, Ship, all of the red sandstone, that's the impressive bit, is getting all of that put together. Because that doesn't naturally generate, does it? You've got to craft that. Oh yeah, there's this piece here that we need to replace. Oh my goodness. Can't even jump down the stairs. So earlier, Alpin and Rustic and I all were hanging out and saw those invisible item frames. And we came down right here. Oh, nope. No, there's a big hole all the way up to the shopping district there. There we go. Got that fixed. Ugh. Oh, I'm out of food. Okay, well that's great. Well, I think... I need to pivot my plans. That sheep farm. I have to think about what could be done. I do still need a bee farm. That's the other thing. I need to figure out the bees. Bees? The bees. Oh, Burke, your copper is getting nice and dirty here. Dude, that just looks so much less pretty here. You know? There you go. You have a half-built tool farm yourself as well. Yeah. I would like to get me another hat of turtleness.